Welcome to Creative Genius Labs. I'm your host, Zane Wild. Today, on Creative Genius Labs, what if the very thing that sets you apart becomes your greatest burden? Today, we explore how Martha Graham's relentless pursuit of innovation, a journey sparked by feeling like an outsider, ultimately led to a triumph shadowed by profound loneliness, and what that means for your unique voice. Movement was her language, until it wasn't. In a dimly lit room, Martha Graham's gnarled hands hover over scattered photographs, trembling with the weight of memories. She attempts to lift her arm, seeking one last graceful arc, but pain shoots through her aged body. The movement stops. This is how it ends for one of dance's greatest revolutionaries, imprisoned in stillness. You might wonder how someone who liberated an art form could end up so confined. The answer lies in the price of defiance, and what happens when you dare to speak a truth the world isn't ready to hear. The words cut deep, but young Martha Graham absorbed them like fuel. While others saw limitations, she recognized something the critics couldn't, an unstoppable force brewing within. You know that feeling, the one where everyone tells you what you can't be, but something inside screams otherwise. Martha lived in that space of contradiction, turning rejection into resolve. Picture rural Pennsylvania, where a minister's daughter moves unlike anyone else. While other children play, Martha watches, feels, absorbs. The rhythmic sway of wheat fields, the tension in her father's fire and brimstone sermons, the unspoken emotions hanging heavy in church pews. Her body translates everything into movement, speaking a dialect no one else understands. The misfit child becomes the misfit artist. At Denishon, the premier dance school of her time, Martha excels technically but chafes against tradition. Ballet's ethereal grace feels like a lie to her. The world isn't pretty pirouettes and perfect lines, it's tension, release, struggle, breath. In a sparse studio with bare walls and harder floors, Martha begins to forge her own path. Night after night, she works alone, propped up in bed writing observations until exhaustion claims her. The movement she discovers isn't beautiful by conventional standards. It's raw, visceral, real. Critics recoil. Ugly, they say. Suspicious. Her angular movements and emotional intensity shock audiences expecting delicate butterflies and instead finding earthquakes. Her financial stability teeters. Traditional donors withdraw support, but Martha persists because she's discovered something vital, the power of honest movement. It starts with breath. The simple act of inhaling and exhaling becomes her revelation. Martha realizes that all life follows this pattern of contraction and release. She builds an entire new language of dance from this primal rhythm. Her personal notes overflow with observations, and a piece of stretchy fabric becomes her cocoon of transformation. In 1930, she premieres Lamentation. Wrapped in that fabric, Martha embodies grief itself. After one performance, a woman approaches her, weeping. Since witnessing her son's death, she hadn't been able to cry. Martha's dance broke through that wall of numbness. Finally, someone had spoken the unspeakable. If you're enjoying Creative Genius Labs, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Master Creators Challenge. Unlock hacks that make Vinci, Banksy, and Lady Gaga creative giants. Now, back to the episode. Success brings its own chains. As Martha's influence grows, so does her isolation. Her marriage to Eric Hawkins crumbles under the weight of her devotion to dance. You recognize this paradox. The moment of your greatest external triumph can coincide with your deepest personal loss. Martha's revolutionary technique demands total discipline. Her classes are crucibles of endless jumping, swift falls, immediate rebounds. In 1936, despite desperate need for money and publicity, Martha refuses to perform at the Berlin Olympics. This is courage in motion. While others compromise, Martha stands firm. She becomes the first choreographer to regularly employ both Asian and African American dancers, breaking racial barriers in dance. Her work advocates for gender equality, giving women central roles that defy traditional feminine movements. At 76, Martha's body betrays her. Depression sets in as she's forced to stop dancing. Yet even in stillness, she continues teaching, choreographing, creating. Her company performs 181 original works over 70 years. She teaches countless artists, from Bette Davis to Madonna, how to use their bodies as instruments of truth. But here's what matters most. Martha Graham didn't just create dances, she created permission. Permission to speak through movement what words cannot express. Permission to be ugly when truth demands it. Permission to break rules that constrain authentic expression. Return now to that dimly lit room where we began. Martha's hands may tremble, but her legacy moves through generations. This isn't just Martha's story, it's yours. What truth lives in your body, waiting to be expressed? What movement, literal or metaphorical, are you holding back because others might find it too much, too strange, too raw? Martha Graham's life teaches us one essential truth. Your unique expression, however unconventional, has the power to break through walls others cannot even see. The world may not be ready for your truth. Speak it anyway, move it anyway, live it anyway. The prison of silence is optional. Your movement awaits. On the next episode of Creative Genius Labs, Martha Graham's journey was a testament to the sheer will it takes to forge a new path, a path paved with both breathtaking innovation and profound loneliness. She wrestled with rejection, poured her soul into her art, and became a titan in a world that often tried to silence her. But what happens when the relentless pursuit of your unique voice, the very thing that makes you extraordinary, leaves you isolated? This week, we're exploring the lives of choreographers and dance innovators, and the next story dives deep into that very question. Get ready to discover the immense cost of genius and the surprising legacy one artist left behind. A legacy that continues to shape how we understand movement and expression even today. You won't want to miss what unfolds next. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Master Creators Challenge. 7 days, 7 creative legends. Unlock your inner creative genius using the secret tactics of history's most revolutionary artists. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/CGL. Thanks for watching.